Security deposits. So I think I kind of gave you the upshot of this. What are they? When should you collect them? When should you disperse them? All right, so we know how to apply our fees to our monies due now, right? Applicant pays a $500 reservation fee. Applicant passes the background check and signs the lease. So we're good so far. Good so far. Applicant owes $800 in prorated rent and $1,500 security deposit. What do you do next? You all know this answer now. How do you apply it? How do you apply that? If you're going to apply the reservation fee, how do you apply it? To the rents. To the rents. Yes. All right, good. Okay. Not to the security deposit, but to the rent. All right. So we kind of covered this. Breach of public policy. And I wanted to point out this to you. So the statute, as you know, caps the amount of security deposit you can collect, right? So it's 2 weeks for a weekly rental, 1.5 months for a month-to-month, and 2 months on a year or lease or more, right? So they cap it. They don't want you to collect a ton of security deposits. Makes it hard to get a rental. However, there is no cap on rent. So can you collect advanced rents? Yes, you can collect all the advanced rents that your heart desires. So there's a little latitude for you. If you feel like an applicant maybe warrants a little extra security for your client, but the statute caps your amounts, you can have them pay advanced rent. I also find this helpful because a lot of tenants, what do? They say, I'm leaving, and you can go ahead and apply my security deposit to the last month's rent, right? Well, then that leaves your client, the landlord, without any money, and you without any money to make repairs. And so if you collect some advanced rent, do you have to hold it in your security deposit account or your rents account? Yes, it's trust money, but you can hold it on hand and apply it to the last month if you're so inclined. Any questions about that? All right. Okay. What do you do if your landlord asks you to apply your security deposit inappropriately? Do it. What if he's trying to charge off money from an old tenant to this particular security deposit? You still do it? What if you know it's wrong? He says, I don't care if it's been a great tenant. I don't care that I can't charge off all the carpeting to this particular security deposit. Do it. What do you do? Do it, fire him, and move on.
Give him the security deposit.
Hey, give him the security deposit. And fire him. Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in. You know, the license law and the commission rules say you have to do your client's lawful bidding. And so, you know, if you know that what they're trying to do is wrong, is it lawful? Do you have to do it? And I think it's a dilemma. And I think the answer is exactly what you all have said, which is do it, fire him if you can, and move on. Make sure that you get in writing what you're going to do. And make sure you give the tenant a writing on what you're going to do. I'm sorry, the landlord my hands are tied. The landlord is saying they want gold toilet seats on your dime, and I'm going to have to do it. I'm sending him the security deposit. If you have any questions, you know, contact the landlord. Ultimately, the tenant should sue the landlord. What do I think you should tell your landlord? You should give them, you know, your best advice, which is, as your property manager, I don't believe that you're going to succeed in this endeavor. And so, if this tenant sues you for the return of their security deposit, you're probably going to lose. Proceed with caution. So make sure you document everything. Even if it's in an email, make sure you have it in writing what you're going to do. But unfortunately, you're the agent for the principal, which is the landlord. And although you might love the tenant, they've been a great tenant, and you think the tenant didn't do what the landlord is asking you to fix, you should do what your landlord bids. So, all right. What if you assess damages and they use the money to go on vacation? So can the landlord say, can you do the walkthrough, the move out walkthrough, you find some damages, you get some estimates, it's $500. And so you withhold the $500 from the security deposit, you return the rest to the tenant, you give the money to the landlord, and then they go on vacation. Can they use that money to go on vacation? They can do whatever they want to, right? And I've had that question from property managers before. You know what? They didn't fix the damage. You know, the carpet still looks terrible. And so basically what you're doing when you're doing your walkthrough is you're trying to figure out the damage that has been caused, the monetary damage that's been caused. What's the value of the damage? So if the value of the damage caused by that tenant is $500, by giving the landlord the $500, you've made them whole. In the eyes of the law, they are whole. They've got that $500. If they want to repair the damage, terrific. If they want to go to, I don't know, where is this? Costa Rica, they can go to Costa Rica.